Hey friends, it's Jacqueline here. In today's video, I'm bringing you my review, demo, swatches, and a ton of comparisons on the brand new Victoria Beckham Beauty Matte Bronzing Bricks. But before we get started, and if you're new here, I hope that you can give me that opportunity and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you're in that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads, and come and follow me on my Instagram. And now, if you want to know all the details about this new product from Victoria Beckham Beauty, then just keep on watching. It was about a month ago that we saw the first sneak peeks of the new matte bronzing bricks from Victoria Beckham Beauty, and then after that she didn't make any announcements of the date of the launch. All of a sudden they appear on her website. There are 5 of them. They all look beautiful and the whole line looks very inclusive. And if you have never tried Victoria Beckham Beauty, I do have a few videos, reviews, first impressions here on my channel of various of her products. Some of my favorite ones are her primer. This is a beautiful product. Also her mono eyeshadows. They are one of those one and done eyeshadows that they are just amazing. Also her eye bricks and her lipsticks. I mean, she really has a very solid luxury clean beauty line, so the expectations for these matte bronzing bricks are fairly high. So while I was on her website looking at which shades I'm going to get, I wouldn't say confused because the images are pretty good, but I do have a light to medium skin tone. By the way, I will be leaving my foundation matches on the description box below for your convenience, as well as all the details of the products that I will be talking to today, as well as the rest of my makeup. Anyhow, so first I placed an order for the shade number 2, and then I went ahead and I think it was after half an hour, I couldn't stop thinking about what about I should get the shade number 3 because I'm gonna get a little bit more tan during summer months. Should I get it? Should I don't? I ended up getting it. So here they are, my friends. I got the shade 2 and the shade 3, and as per usual, if you're new to my channel, I do side-by-side comparisons, not only on swatches but also cheek swatches, so we're gonna go into all that jazz. Now each of these babies, they cost $58. They are refillables, so you can buy, for example, just one if you want to, and if you really want to try another shade, the refills are $42. They are made in USA with US and imported ingredients, and they do have a weight of 9.6 grams of product. Now this product is vegan, cruelty-free, soy-free, is also good to use on sensitive skin, and I do have a very sensitive skin, reactive skin. Okay, my friends, so let me just show to you the first shade. Have here shade 02, and then on the box it says Soleil Honey. So when you're looking to the website, you're just gonna find the shade 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but here on the box they do have also names. And here it is, the compact. I mean, gorgeous. This tortoise case that is just so elegant, just so lovely. I mean, same packaging as her eyeshadow bricks, which as you can tell they are fairly smaller. This comes with 8.5 grams of product, and this one right here is 9.6 grams of product. But this is very interesting. This weighs so much more, is so much bigger in size. I don't know, it's just, yeah, I'm not confused right here. That's what I'm reading, unless it's 9, yeah, this is so much weighty, so much bigger too, but I mean, very cohesive with all the design, the branding. I mean, it's really pretty. And then what I find out is that when my products came, they came a little bit open, and I was afraid that this glass closure wasn't working properly. It does work. As you can tell, it kind of jumps, and then you have to, when you close it, you have to close it really hard. Yeah, you see how you open it? So I don't know how safe it is for traveling. Hopefully everything goes well. I will have to definitely report back about that. Friends, let me show really close to you the shade 02, which is described as a warm tan duo for light to medium skin tones. Let's that. So basically you have right here what Victoria Beckham Beauty refers as a contour shade, and then as a shade to warm up your entire face and give that sun-kissed look. Now let's go for the shade 03 Sun Soul. And this one is described as a golden tan duo for medium skin tones. Let me just put them side by side so you can see the difference between them. So on my right hand side I have the shade number 2, and then on my left hand side the shade number 3. Seems like the shade number 3, it's a little bit more golden in tone. Yeah, that's what I see. This one right here is more golden than this one. This one leans a little bit more neutral in tone. So let's first give a swatch to the shade number 02. Now this is the shade Warm Soleil Contour Honey number 2, and now let's also swatch the shade number 3. So I have the shade number 2 right here and the shade number 3 right over here. Definitely the shade number 2 has a little bit more of reddish undertones, terracotta undertones, while the shade number 3 is more of that golden in tone. So that is the main difference right there. Now if you're new to my channel, I do film in natural light, so I have big windows right here, so hopefully this will give you the best representation of the difference of these two different shades. Let me get you closer and let's start with the application. I'm going to apply the shade number 2 on my right hand side. I'm using my Refer 04 brush, and I'm gonna go with the deepest shade in the pan. It's a little bit powdery, so just be careful when you dig your brush in. And the compact comes with a nice size mirror. I'm gonna use it and I'm gonna apply this kind of like on the hollow of my cheeks and do what is suggested, kind of like give that contour effect. Skin loving ingredients: moringa oil, which penetrates deeply into the skin to deliver vital nutrients and antioxidants that moisturize, prevent breakouts, and help to reduce fine lines and wrinkles. Cocoa butter moisturizes, conditions, and provides antioxidants that restore luster, rejuvenate dull skin, and defend against moisture loss. Soft Focus Powder Complex, a blend of organic amino acid and smooth synthetic powders, provide a luxurious silky touch and soft focus properties. Now I'm going with my Tom Ford 05 brush, and I'm going to go to the lightest shade. Now this brush right here is Natural Hair Bristles. They don't make it anymore, and oh my gosh, this is so powdery, very, very powdery. I'm wondering if I should actually use, instead of this brush, let me just go with my Squirrel Hair Bristles from Wayne Goss, because the amount of powder here is quite a bit. Yeah, this is gonna be a lot better. Okay, I'm using something even softer, so I'm gonna use this to just warm up my face. This innovative clean formula is developed in a talc-free translucent base to deliver the purest pigment payoff and eliminate any white or ashy cast. Alrighty then, now let's go for the shade 03 on my left hand side. I'm gonna use same type of brush, 04. This is just a clean one. And I'm gonna go for the deepest shade first. The amount of kickback is just, sorry, but annoying to me. And to go to the lightest shade, I'm gonna use another Blue Squirrel Bristle brush. This is from Beautylish. Yeah. Okay, my friends, so definitely think that you can see right here the difference between both tonalities. Definitely this one right here, the O3, is just a little bit deeper, but not too much to the point that I will be like, no, I cannot use these right here. I can definitely use it. I actually like both tones, and for being a matte bronzer, because when I saw this product, I thought, okay, one is going to be a matte side, kind of contour side, and the other one is going to be a little bit more radiant. I like something like Wayne Goss, but when I knew the name matte bronzer, it's like, okay, there's no radiance to it. But that being said, it's not a flat matte formula. It does have kind of that demi matte finish that there's, shouldn't say a radiance, between borderline velvet and silky appearance to it, creating a beautiful finish and creating dimension to the skin and the whole makeup. It's not a flat matte. It really is a beautiful bronzer, a little bit more airbrush, non-drying too. I mean, I can tell because this area right here, my forehead and the sides of my face, they are the driest on my skin. This part right here is kind of like my normal skin, and usually I tend to see like when something is too drying, it emphasizes completely my texture, everything. This one doesn't at all and whatsoever. So far, I like what I'm seeing. Okay, I need a little bit of blush. I'm gonna be using my Hermes blush in Rose Pomade. And just in case if you're interested on these blushes from Hermes, I do have a video review where I actually tried all 8 shades from the Hermes blush collection. For highlighter, I'm gonna use Chanel Perles et Lumière. Such a beautiful highlighter. You know, definitely with these bronzer duos, you can use it on your eyes. I mean, I usually do like one thing, but I'm using right now the new Natasha Denona Zendo palette. So yeah, I just completely forgot about it. But you know what? We can do a little bit of contour under the lips. I'm going for the shade 02, and I'm just gonna grab the deepest shade on a little eyeshadow brush. Just gonna take it out right here. And if you want to have a little bit more of a lift, you can also rack a little bit of the bronzer on this area, and that will give you kind of like a sense of, you know, a lifted eye look. If you want more precision on contouring, you can do this too. I mean, like, there's so many things that you can do, but yeah. Okay, I think I will stop it right there. One of the first things when I saw this new Victoria Beckham Beauty Duo of bronzers was this Wayne Goss the Radiance Boosting Face Palette. So I have here, this is Satin Bronze, and I'm gonna compare it to the shade number 02. Victoria Beckham Beauty and Wayne Goss in the Satin Bronze. Now, as far as shelf life, interesting enough, this is kind of weird. On one of the Wayne Goss palettes, that here I have the deep copper, says that it's 24 months shelf life, and then on this one right here it says 9 months. So I really do not know really what's the true story right there, but regardless, this one right here is 12 months. Now the palettes from Wayne Goss, they have a weight of 16.5 grams. They cost $45. They are also made in USA, and this one right here costs $58 with 9.6 grams of product. So there's a little bit of difference right there. Now I do have already swatched the one from Victoria Beckham Beauty. The main difference, I think, it's gonna be that this beautiful bronzer from Wayne Goss has a radiant finish right here, and this one, the one that is the contour, that to me is a true contour, it has more of a matte finish. I'm just gonna put it down below. So you can tell the contour shade does have that coolness in tone. Now let's go to Patrick Ta. Now Patrick Ta duos, they come with that cream formula on the top, and then at the bottom there is the powder formulation. In total this has 15.8 grams and it costs $38, making it the most economic out of these three products right here: Wayne, Victoria Beckham Beauty, Patrick Ta. The powder side comes with 9 grams of product, so yeah, I mean, definitely Victoria Beckham right there, it's a little bit more pricey than Patrick Ta. So I mean, I know this is a cream, but let's just, no matter what, try it and swatch it. Also, another thing to note is that the Patrick Ta Duo is made in Italy. Another product that kind of recalled me a little to the Duo is this one by Charlotte Tilbury. This is a limited edition packaging, the Film Star Bronze and Glow. Now the Bronze and Glow has a highlighter, so you only have one single bronzer, and although it looks very light on the pan, it actually bronzes up the face beautifully. So I'm just gonna put it somewhere here because this is very light, as you can tell right there. But I do have here also the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush bronzer. This is in the shade number 2, and I'm just gonna put it right over here. The shade number 2 right there. And then we have new bronzers from Dior. These are from their Forever line. I have the shades 5 and 6. Let me swatch 5. These, I feel that they are a little bit deeper, very soft, super silky. I mean, truly it is stunning formula. So we're gonna put it all the way up here. There you go. There is the one from Dior Forever, the new one. Now let's dive into comparisons on the shade number 3. From Patrick Ta, his deeper shade is very deep. I mean, like, it's deeper than these, so there's no point to swatch that one. But I do have here the deep copper from Wayne Goss. Now this one right here, also lovely shade. It actually, believe it or not, it works for me just fine. It's stunning. So that right there is Wayne Goss. Now let's try the shade number 6 for Dior. This is a little bit more, not super cool in tone, but cooler in tone than the previous one. So I'm just gonna put it down here. And then I have right here the Airbrush bronzer in the shade number 3 from Charlotte. And I'm just gonna put it all the way up here. You know, might as well, since I have it here, let's also swatch again the shade number 2. And then this one right here weighs 16 grams and it's $55, making it obviously less expensive than the ones from Victoria Beckham. And now into my final thoughts in regards to the new matte bronzing bricks from Victoria Beckham Beauty. I mean, I love the packaging, the design is gorgeous, but let me tell you that I feel that these are not gonna be travel safe. In fact, when I received mine, there was bronzer all over the place. There was no cracks on the pan, but there was bronzer all over the place. Another thing is that they came, I think I mentioned at the beginning, not fully closed. They came already kind of like open, like little like this, because they were tight inside the box. So obviously you need to press hard, one thing, but you see how yet even pressing it hard, sometimes it tends to like boom open. And I think that the pressure from an airplane, you know, it will, you know, pop them up. So that's something to me that is a little bit concerning. It feels really weighty, very luxurious. For me, Victoria Beckham Beauty has the one of the most luxurious packaging on the beauty world. I mean, I have to give it to who deserves it. Now, as far as the formulation goes, it's very silky, very finely milled, but to the point that, I mean, I'm using right here, today I use natural hair bristles. I will suggest to use something like blue squirrel hair. Do not use, not even goat hair, and-dyed goat hair, no. And you know what, let me try, this is and-dyed goat hair, this is Saikuhoro goat hair. Let me just try with this and see how much kickback I get. Okay, this is a good brush for this too. It's very soft. Yeah, I have this bronzer on this side, so yeah. Okay, you can use these type of hair bristles or the blue squirrel hair bristles, but that's my suggestion right there, because otherwise you're going to have an incredible amount of kickback. I mean, I tried to use this one from Tom Ford, that this one is natural hair bristles. This was an old one, they don't sell it anymore. And then my beloved ones from Redford, and yeah, same thing. So that's my first thing to tell you, you know, my first feedback. Go gentle and go with a very soft hair bristle brush. That's 100% on that. Other than that, it applies beautifully. I love the finish. I love that it doesn't emphasize my dry skin, my large pores, my fine lines, my texture, because again, it's more of like a demi matte formula. It doesn't have a ton of radiance, but again, it has this, you know, velvety kind of finish that really complements really well the skin, and it just delivers that beautiful sun-kissed look to the skin. I mean, both shades. I'm sure this 03 brick right here will work a lot better when I have a little bit more of a either self-tan or just, you know, as we enter more into the summer months. And this shade right here, I feel like I can use it all year round. Okay, my friends. There you go. Oh, and then something that I didn't talk about is the mirror. Honestly, I don't like the mirror that much. For some reason, it makes your face look very white. Like, makes it look like this and white. I don't know, the mirror is not my favorite, but overall I think it's a beautiful product. Another win situation right here for Victoria Beckham Beauty. Just go in mind with the little tips that I just gave you right now, and then it's all good. Okay, my friends, I would love to continue the conversation on the comment section down below. Let me know if you have picked up any of these matte bronzing brick duos, which shade you got, are you liking it, you have any tips for it. Let's just again continue the conversation. And while you're at it, and if you haven't done so yet, I hope that you can give me that opportunity and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you ring that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads, and come and follow me on my Instagram. If you like this video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up, also share with family and friends, and until the next time, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day.